Alright, so, you know, I've been soloing BAMs with my Lancer. I even tried to solo BAMs with my Mage. And, so far my experience with the Lancer has been the best. But I like the challenge, so I always keep trying to do it with my other classes. And this little scene right here, it's a lot of work kiting these BAMs around. And what you just saw was this BAM basically reset right at the end. I was about to finish it, I was about to like, do my winning pose and just, end it right there. But the game decided to cheat me. So, this the scene right here, I'm going into another fight, in a different location. This way, I guess like, I can move around a little bit more freely without having to run into too many like monsters on the side. But yeah, like right now, uh, I'm trying to, see what it's like to, farm bounds as a Lancer, and then, see what it's like to farm bounds as, my Archer and my Mage. I think so far, I'm getting it down with the Archer. It's all about like, timing and, watching your cooldowns, because yeah, you can get away from some stuff, but it's kind of like the Mage. If you get caught, you're going to take a lot of damage. The only thing about the Mage though, that I noticed, yeah, the Mage has the teleports and stuff like that, but as an Archer, you can backdash a lot faster. Your backdash is on a shorter cooldown if you glyph it. With a Mage, you can backdash as well, but it seems a lot slower. But you do have to teleport. The only thing about the teleport though is that sometimes it gets you out of the range of the enemy, so you can't really do your attacks like right off the bat as fast as you want to. And you do have snares as a Mage as well. Alright, man, I keep saying Mage, but Sorcerer, you guys know what I'm talking about. The Sorcerer has the snares where it can slow you down with the ice, and it also has like, the debuffs and stuff like that. And I got a routine where I go into the sleep, then I do a big giant nuke, then I hit him with the ice to slow down, then teleport behind him, rinse and repeat. It's a little bit trickier with the Archer. The Archer, I'm learning. I'm reading the forums. I'm seeing what people like, tell me to glyph and stuff like that. But even so, it just comes down to like practice. Just like, when it comes to tanking and stuff like that, it's all about practice and like memorization. And it's even more crucial with like, classes who can't block. Classes who rely on like, dodge. Because as you're seeing right now, I'm not completely getting away from all these attacks. I am barely getting clipped by these things. And I mean, it might not look like a hard fight, but when you're actually playing this, it's pretty tough. I mean, I'm looking, if I was, to look at this on YouTube, like, oh man, how come he's getting hit by all that? Like, that stuff is so slow, I can get away from that. If you notice, I'm, pretty much like, dodging and diving at the same time as it's coming towards me. Like, I'm doing my best, but it's not easy. But I do enjoy the challenge of this class, and it's fun. It's fun memorizing like the abilities of the enemies, and they like anticipating on like what move to use next, like how to outthink the computer. And that's another thing I like about TERA. You know, in my last video I talked about how I like the tanking class, and that everything you do, you're blocking the attacks, and you're making sure that your teammates don't get aggroed on. Although aggro in this game is a little bit like different. Like when I'm playing my Mage, oh, I keep saying Mage. When I play my Sorcerer, or if I play my Archer, I tend to get aggro a lot, but that's only because I guess like with these classes, they have these gems that you put inside your armor slots and your weapon slots, and you can get a lot of crits and a lot of like power boosts if you're attacking from behind in this game. That's pretty cool. If you actually watch some of these videos, like in the very beginning of this video, I think I hit this monster for like 13k right here. So the crits are insane in this game. If you can actually like land them, get like behind them in a good position, you be landing some pretty good crits. But with Lancer, not Lancer, with Archer, my job doing this fight is to try to kite it and stay away as much as possible. But if I do see it like mess up, if I see him like slow down just a little bit, I'm gonna try to run in. I'm gonna try to stun him. At the same time, while he's stunned, I'll try to set like at least 2 traps. My 2 traps of choices would be for me right now would be the firebomb trap and the snare trap, and that's just because the firebomb gets you that damage, and then right after that, the snare won't slow them down enough for you to like do the little point move, which I guess like debuffs them. And then once that little reticle is on them, I will shoot them with a poison arrow. The poison arrow you can stack up to 3 times, I believe, maybe more than that. I'm not really sure, but I try to get that debuff on them. So you got like that reticle debuff that's on them, and then you have the poison that's like on them at the same time. If you just can keep that on them, you'll be critting a lot on this guy, and the damage will be kicking in too. But you gotta have it glyphed in order to keep that poison on them long enough. Because sometimes you just don't get a shot. Like you just don't get the shot. So it's all about finding the openings in your enemy and like trying to get those debuffs on them. Because I mean, Archer has its times where it's actually like really powerful, and it gets the crits, but it doesn't always get crits. I think my Lancer gets more crits than my Archer, which is kind of a shame because this is a dexterity class. But like when you do get them, it's pretty epic. But yeah, I think by far, I don't know who has it tougher, the Sorcerer or the Archer. I have to do some more BAM fights with my Sorcerer. I haven't done many. Most of my gameplay is devoted towards Lancer and Archer, because I already got one range class, and it's kind of hard to level up another range class. Although recently I think the mages or sorcerers got buffs, so I would say they should have a good time. If they get up high enough level, they can like pretty much like solo any BAM, but I don't know, so I have no clue. I got a buddy who's level like 40 something with his sorcerer, and he's been leveling up, and he said he still has a hard time. He has the force field, and he has the glyph like teleport, and he's still having a tough time on BAMs. So, but I'm gonna keep trying to like solo BAMs with my Archer, and see how far I can get. Like people say, this class can do it, so that's one of my goals. I like fighting BAMs, so if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, right now I'm just like bucking off shots because he's stunned. He's not doing anything, and I'm hitting him from the back. So I think like all that little bit of damage, even though it's a little bit of damage, it adds up. So I'm just doing it to do it. No, for some reason in my head I want to say yellow, but I don't even really use that word. Alright, so yeah, this fight's almost over, and he's getting pretty angry. He's getting tired. He's pulling a Monster Hunter, He's not thinking straight. He's all like, oh, I'm exhausted, So I'm about to put him out of his misery. He still has those acid green balls, but since I fought this thing a couple times, this is pretty much in the bag. Like, he won't beat me. Plus, he's not gonna get away like in the beginning of the video, how his buddy got away. He had a 13k crit, and then next thing you know, he's running away. I did not like that, man. That should have been game over. But, you win some, you lose some. You get cheated sometimes. That's life. Anyway, yeah, pretty much my strategy here is to just hit and run, set traps when I can, debuffs, poison, and then little shots here and there. You see the shots from the front don't really do as much damage as the shots from the back, but every little bit of damage helps out. And this should be game over. Boom, slam dunk, and that's it.